Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the At Random podcast, where we give you a random subject every week. I'm joined today by the lovely Alex Jerry.
How you doing, Big Daddy?
Yeah, you're making me sweat
Has
already,
the internet
baby.
been taking care of you this week?
Yeah, you know it. It's been destroying my anus. And I'm joined as well by the lovely Alejandra Silva.
Hello,
How you doing, baby?
hello. Mildly annoyed with you guys, but that's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but that's like, that's daily basis shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the first episode where we're using cameras. Like, people can't see, but it's more easy for us. It's more fun. Like the last 3 episodes, ? We've been using mainly audio, but we switched to a little cam action.
Now we can see everybody.
Yeah. Dicks flopping in the wind.
Oh, yeah. Now I can see if Ali's yelling at me from 2 different angles.
Mm-hmm.
Real life and the camera. It's wonderful.
Amazing.
Get a new insight to her rage.
Yeah. Usually one of the great things about you guys' marriage is you pissing off Ali. And boy, dude, the last 2 weeks, you've been doing a bang up job at that, man.
I'm a professional. What can I say?
You've posted. Yeah, you do. Like, I've told you, like, in the past 2 weeks, I told you, like, 3 times, you are looking for a divorce, my young man.
That's fine. I don't have anything to give her, so if she divorced me, it wouldn't really cost me anything. Because I literally have nothing.
Yeah, half of nothing is still nothing.
Exactly. Division by 0, you know.
Well, he knows I wouldn't divorce him. He just knows that I will murder him. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to share that dick, do you?
No. Whatever, really.
All right.
What do you got for us this week?
To get in this, excuse me?
What do you got for us this week?
To get into this week's subject, actually, there's a couple of things I could tell you guys. Since we started recording, there's been a couple of projects that I've started, and there's almost 2 or 3 now that we're looking into, like, actually doing. Like, we had authorization of the right people to do shit. So we've talked about the kennel here in Belgium. Yep. We've talked about replanting a forest, which we already did 2 or 3 weeks ago. Which, by the way, wait, hold on. I got the numbers right here. I don't know if I told them on the last episode. The numbers were in, and we planted 9,160 trees. Yeah, that was pretty fucking epic.
And of that, you planted
big ass number.
1, 2,
5.
It's 5 more than me.
Me and my son, like, I went with my son. He's 3 years old. He chucked trees in the ground like a motherfucker, dude. Like, seriously, he went batshit crazy on those things.
Like, get in that
we
hole,
definitely
motherfucker.
planted. Yeah, we definitely, like, me and the kid, we definitely, like, planted a good 30 or 40 trees of that. So
nice.
Yeah, we did a good job.
Yeah, good job.
Good job. The other thing that I can proudly announce on this podcast is that we've started a campaign in Belgium against basically molestation. I've been in contact with the government here in Belgium, or with a certain government branch here in Belgium, to go to schools and to talk about just older people molesting young people, and what they should do, who they should contact, and that's not a shameful thing to talk about to your elders or your peers. They are there to help you, and, you know, with the right steps, you know, you can shake them for all they have.
Damn, that's
get rich of those fuckers.
It's a great endeavor, though. Like, so will you be the guy going and presenting? I take
No. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to school. We're gonna hand out condoms. I'm hoping I can get them as far as to put our logo on the condoms, which would be fucking
That'd
great.
Be nice. Spreading the love, but not the children. Wonderful message.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fuck. Oh, wow.
I didn't mean having sex with the children. I meant not making children.
Yeah. Explain yourself. Like, dig that hole, buddy.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have made that joke after talking about molestation.
Yeah, no.
That's good. No, but so we're trying to help young kids like who are in a certain situation to get out of it and to feel better and like have a better life than and by the way, like just so people know, the reason why I picked that project to do is because I was in that situation as well. Like I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I came out of the closet when I was 20 years old. I'm 32 now. The reason I came out of the closet that late is because I wasn't born gay. I was basically molested into liking gay, liking gay shit. Yeah.
I got dark.
So yeah, that was dark, but
It
it's look, like you can look at it the way you want. It's not dark for me. It's just something that I've grown to accept, and I wish that people that are in my situation have that same mentality when they're like 20 or 25 or whatever. So yeah, definitely like we're doing good. Like I can't say it any other way. Sorry.
Mute
That's
your
fine.
shit, man.
It's a great endeavor, at
Yeah,
least.
but I need it. I need it open. I need it open. I need it
It's
open for the
karma
podcast.
bots on the internet giving him points.
Yeah,
He's getting like +1s and upvoted on Reddit.
yeah.
But
well, anyway,
before we continue though, can I
Yeah.
just like this is in no mean in trying to say like how you're supposed to feel or be. I don't want you to.
don't be so tippy-toey.
No, I know,
around
but I
me.
just want to clarify that like me and Andy we had that like we can talk about most of the things.
Oh yeah.
But I just want to like let the audience know if this stays in, but that it's okay. But still, I don't really think that's how it works.
I know, but it should work like that. People should go through hardship and learn to accept that in a certain way that improves their lives instead of bringing it down.
Okay.
Get
No,
people who
if
are
you
molested.
put it like that,
that-
it sounds better than the way you said it earlier.
Yeah. It's basically learning to deal with what's been given to you because like you don't choose your life. Your life chooses you. You learn to deal with your life the way it comes at you.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to spread like as far as awareness goes is I can spread awareness as far as to what they have to be careful for. Like what are the signs that somebody might be a predator? What are the signs like even like with government help, because there's people right now that are like working on a script for me to say in these schools and like to talk to these children.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm by far not the ideal guy to talk to a kid about fucking molestation.
Is the government really trusting you to do anything like
No,
that?
but see, I think it's better when it doesn't sound like a canned script thing. Like it's better when someone just tells you this is how it is, man. Like this is real life.
Look,
This is my words, not that someone else wrote for
and
me.
that will probably be in there. But you know me well enough to know that that
Yeah,
might
true.
go off script. Like that's
They'll
not
get
good
sued
for anybody.
like, oh, you have to pay for like trauma, like therapy for the kids.
Oh man. So yeah, that's one thing we got planned. I'm actually planning on making soup for the animal shelter. So we're I don't know if I'm gonna do it that way or if I'm gonna find another way to make money. I want to fill up my car with a couple of bags of dog food and just go to the animal shelter and give it to them. Now, the way that I figured would be a good idea is to go out into shops and say like, hey, can we have some carrots? Or hey, do you have some vegetables that like expire today or whatever?
Yeah.
It happens every day. Everybody has something to spare. Just do a tour, make soup at home, then go out to the doors and sell soup. Like that was one idea I had. I don't know if it'll work. Like like I told these people as well. Like it might take a couple of months for us to actually gather enough money to present them, because it's like they do not take the cheap shit because they're they're animals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So one bag of dog foods, to put it a little bit in perspective of how much they need, one bag of dog food is, I think, 20 to 25 kilos.
Yep.
It costs $30 to $40 per bag, and they go through one bag a day, at least. When they have 4 to 8 dogs, that's one bag, and they have that constantly. So just imagine, like, if you bring a truck full of like 25 bags of dog food, like that might be doable in a car.
It's like $1,000,
I guess. That's not even a month's worth of food. So whatever we're gonna give them, like, it's not gonna last them that long. So like, we need people around this area and like around any area that has animal shelters that is not supported by government to be active with these shelters, because they depend on the, like, what people give them. So be kind. Go to your local shelter, ask them what they need, and just hit those people up.
And adopt. If you can, adopt an animal. And spay and neuter your pets.
Yeah.
When are we getting our dog?
Shut the fuck up. We have our dog in the kitchen.
That's a rat. It's not a dog.
It's a rat.
Doesn't count. It's probably going to die in 3 months
Don't
anyway.
say
Smallest
that.
dog in the
Not
world.
after what happened this week, okay?
Oh, do you guys want to talk about that for a second? Or is that too dark?
He doesn't care. Like,
I cared, but it's like I knew they were going to die soon. Rats don't live very long. It's just a fact of life.
I don't know what the age of a rat is.
Like 2 to 3 years.
Okay, just for clarification. Sad story this week. We lost a mascot.
yeah.
Ali and Cherry had 2 wonderful rats.
Yeah.
One very fat one.
Obese, morbidly obese. Somehow that's the one that's still alive. Fucked if I know, but...
No, what happened was in September we adopted 2 little rats because our friend was moving to Vietnam, and they had rats, and obviously they wanted them to come to a family where they know they would be taken care of. And obviously he tried to look, but obviously he would have liked to them to go to somewhere where he knew the people.
Yeah, and he also felt bad, like, if he was going to give it to kids, because basically, literally what happened, you know, the kid gets attached after 2 or 3 months, and then the rat dies, because they were already, like, 2/3 of the way through their life. So we're just like, yeah, we can take them.
Yeah, I decided to take them, and...
So basically, you guys were like a golden nest for these animals.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Okay. But, yeah, our little hop got sick overnight, and... Like, she had some, because rats, especially female rats, after, 14
months or so, when they stop, like, being fertile.
Yeah, they can often case develop, like, tumors, and in 80% of the case, they're not dangerous, but the 20%, they're cancerous. And we're pretty sure she had that, but they never bothered her. Like, she had a lot of lumps, but we would check them every day. But then overnight, she got really sick and was barely eating or drinking. So
which for this one was like, you put food anywhere near her and she would like snatch it. So it was like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You're like literally dying.
Yeah, so we had to take the sad decision to put her down.
Oh, but I've got a bone to pick with that decision. We went last Sunday to a vet, right? They wanted 2,400 Swedish kroner, which is the equivalent of about 200 euros to put down a rat, just because it was a Sunday.
Okay.
Their normal price is about 45 euros.
Yeah, I know.
So we were like, can we come
charge.
tomorrow instead? Because I'm not paying like 200 euros to put down a fucking rat.
That depends. Like, it depends. Was the animal in pain, or like was it?
She was just sick.
She was just sick, and she
just feeling sick.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, obviously it's hard to tell, but she was like.
I guess, yeah. Well, if she's not moving and squealing a lot, I guess she's in pain. If she's just not moving a lot, then it's being sick.
Yeah, and like occasionally she'd have bursts of energy where she'd almost be back to herself for like 5-10 minutes. But it was just like, we aren't exactly wealthy. And then just because it's a Sunday, you want us to pay like 5 times the rate? Like, nah, we'll just come back in 24 hours. But yeah, Ali was very sad.
One thing about doctors is they do not do it for the love of like medicine anymore. Like, it used to be like that, I think, but like it's changed, man. It's about that money.
Sure is. But what are we doing this week? Actually, now we're like 15 minutes in. We've just been doing some extra content. What are we doing?
Yeah, well, no, not extra content. It's actually important stuff for people to know that we're actually pushing like new things into this.
Very true.
Into this podcast and like making this world a little bit better. But can't do it without your help. So still, if you did a good deed this week, then tag us in shit. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Twitter. Go ahead and take a picture of your good deed, whether it was make your son a cup of cocoa or I don't know,
piss in your wife's
not
coffee.
Call your wife names. Not call your wife names for at least like 2 days, if that's possible, Alex.
Never get
that
up
would be
on
a good deed
on that post then.
So if you've done a good deed, then let us know. Tag us in it. We'll talk about you on the show. All right, let's jump in. So what I did this week was make myself go fucking nuts. I did not tell you guys what I was planning. Like it was, we take turns in presenting subjects.
Yeah.
Normally, we were planning on doing a history of Australia. Now, I did not feel that subject whatsoever. Like I'm not from Australia. I have nothing to do with Australia. Like that's more you guys' turf. Yeah. I just think like if I bring a subject, then it would be something that I feel something for.
Yes.
But while we're doing this podcast, I'm actually working on another project that might be another podcast or maybe even a YouTube channel. I don't know. Like we're not in the clear yet, but so I'm working on something which basically has me talking to strangers online.
How could this
I found
go
a
wrong?
perfect. Yeah, I found a perfect app for that.
Oh my god!
And it was actually fun until I met a certain individual.
Wait. Does Fish for Hose have an app now? Oh shit! Damn.
I wouldn't know, baby. I'm only on black.com. That's the only website I ever use.
Of course.
So, yeah. No, so I met this wonderful young lady. She was 22 years old. I'm not going to give any information, name or whatever. Like she asked me not to, but I could use the story. Like she did give me permission to use the story. So what happened? I started the conversation like I usually do. Like it's pretty bizarre, not in a weird way or anything like that, but what we are doing, what we're trying to create, it allows me to be bizarre in some sort of way. So I open this conversations. I open the conversation, and I just immediately get the feeling of this woman that she's going like, "Oh God."
That's how we all feel.
Whenever you open your mouth.
Exactly. So I was sort of struck by that. Like I don't like, I'm okay with rejection and shit like that. I'm totally fine with that. But the way she came across was so fucking like it was horrible. It was like this woman was at the end of her ropes. Okay.
Oh, and you're the last person they should speak to when they're like about to kick out the chair from under them.
That's kicking the chair away. But the thing was, like, I don't know what clicked in my head. I just wanted this person to not feel the way she was feeling. So I started talking to her. I started saying like, hey, I'm going to cut the act. Like, what's going on? Why are you feeling this bad? She comes back with a fucking 14-minute rant. Like, I'm not going to read the entire... I have it in front of me. I'm not going to read the entire rant here.
God.
She talks to me about, like, this is an app that allows you to meet strangers. Like, you just get thrown into a random conversation.
Kind of like chat roulette sort of thing. From like way back when.
Sort of, but you choose to accept the conversation or not.
So it's not a bunch of 40-year-old guys' dicks.
Yeah, and by the way, this app is not paying us, so I'm not naming it whatsoever. Like, this app could be called fucking Google Slitzen
what app
for
is
all I
it? We
care.
can
I
just
don't give a
beep that.
shit. I'm not naming that shit. It's just a random chat app. Just type in random chat in your app fucking
It
thing.
is Fish for Hose.
It is Fish for House, yes. No, so I'm talking to this young lady who tells me that it's fucking horrible being on an app like that as a female. She downloaded the app to generally like have some good conversation, meet some people, maybe like talk recipes or books, like the stuff she was into, which you can all like tag, like you can see what people are into or not. It's not a dating app whatsoever. It's a social networking app.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
She's 22 years old. She's been like hit on every second of the day. And I cheer her up. Like I succeed in my mission to cheer her up and make her feel better. After that conversation, I go back to what I was doing for the other podcast.
But wait, can I just... Is she complaining that she's getting hit on?
She's complaining the way she's getting hit on.
Okay.
Yeah, incels.
Which is like...
Probably.
No.
Yeah.
But I get that
Internet
it can get
shit.
annoying, but still, it's just like why you have to take if you put yourself in a type of... Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Just fucking hold on to your hats, because I could not get that conversation out of me. Like, that stuck with me. Like, why is it that bad for a female to get that attention? Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Like, I'm a guy, right? Like, I don't get that attention. Like, on this app, I get maybe 3 or 4 invites to conversations with male or female every day. Like, that's it. Basically, that's it. So I was like, well, taste is in the pudding, I guess. I contact one of my friends and ask her, like, hey, can I use some headshot pics of you to, like, get on an app and pretend...
Oh, you were like catfishing.
Basically what I did, for a week and a half, I've been a fucking female.
Oh, Jesus. Living out your fantasies.
I absolutely... Yeah, I wanted to know why it was that bad. Like, because I talked to Ali right at that moment that happened. I didn't explain the story then. I told you I was working on something. And like you told me all right, can't wait, blah blah blah. So I contacted my friend. I asked her, like, hey, look, this is what I'm doing right now. Can I borrow some pictures? She gives me like 3 or 4 just fucking headshots. I even agreed with her that I wanted pictures that didn't have a deep like V-neck
no
that
cleavage.
shows tits or whatever, to keep it as neutral. Like, the only thing I wanted to know, neutral fucking female online. Like, this girl, like my friend that gave me permission to use the pictures, she's a very beautiful young woman, but she doesn't like strut it around. It's not like she's a bimbo when she crosses the street. She's a very regular, beautiful young woman. So, get the pictures, put them on the app, install a new profile, and I wait. I did not have to wait very long.
Of course not, man.
I am not kidding when I'm telling you guys. Day 3, I was done. I did it a week and a half.
Oh, Jesus.
Day fucking 3, I was done.
Wow.
Seriously, I am not exaggerating. I am getting, like, to this day, I am getting 40 to 50 messages a day from random guys that just...
How many penises have you seen?
It's fucking horrible. Oh, way too much.
So, and
By the
another
way, I
question
wanted
quickly. Is this app restricted to Belgium, or is it a worldwide thing?
No. It's a worldwide app, and it's got a couple of 100,000
There's like
hits.
12 people that live in Belgium.
It's a pretty good running app. Like, it does well.
They wouldn't make a Belgium-only app. There's literally like 12 people. It's like Andy, his family, and like 2 others.
And the guy that ran
and
Andy
you can
over.
walk from one side of Belgium to the other in half an hour.
Yeah. Well, if actually your brother was in Belgium, so you can ask him.
Yeah, he
that.
was.
I don't know if he still is.
No, he's in Holland now.
Did he go to Belgium?
He went through Belgium.
Uh-huh.
But that's irrelevant. My brother looks like Chewbacca, though, for everyone out there listening. Literal Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, that's basically what I did for a week and a half. And please, if you have questions or you want to interrupt me, just fucking go ahead, because I'm curious about like the questions you guys have about this. This was an experiment for me, and I something in me enjoyed it. I guess it was because I saw that I was fucking wrong about everything that I thought. Like, I thought that being a female online was pretty much okay, especially if you were single. Like, actually being single, I think in a week and a half, there were 2 or 3 guys that asked me if I were single or not.
That's still kind of weird.
How? That I don't ask you if you're single or not?
Just asking, like, a random person on the internet that you spoke to for, like, 3 seconds. Like,
yeah, but that's
single?
the thing. You can be nice. You can be nice to a person at first. And when you have a sort of conversation going like, hey, you're quite an interesting person. Are you single?
Yeah, okay.
Then she can say yes or no. If she says no, you know, that's one of the things that I wanted to hit on.
That people just assume.
Dudes, like, I'm gonna talk to all the fucking guys out there. Like, I'm 50% man, so
50% child. 50% man.
50% child, yeah. No, dudes, like, please, fucking please, learn how to fucking talk to women. Like, for fuck's sake, all I got was, like, either it was the most stupid fucking attempt to be profound in any form or way, like, your life is your life, just as long as it's your life, I love you. You know, it's just fucking, like, random fucking bullshit that these women get. They don't ask for this fucking bullshit. They just exist. And then somebody comes along and says, like, hey, you look unhappy. Like, bitch, who are you to fucking tell me that I look unhappy on that picture? Like, it wasn't my picture at all, but still that got me pissed off.
Did you get back to your friend and like, why do you look so unhappy?
Has anyone worked retail ever? That's basically how it is, though.
Oh, you look suicidal if you work retail this time of year.
Yeah.
Christmas is in 4 days, just for like context of when this is being recorded.
That happens to me.
In 3 days.
Like, that just happens to me every day. Like, at work.
Yeah.
Like, literally the other day, like, because what happens is I work in a mall and, like, our store is in the middle of the mall, so it's not like a thing where it's a closed store. So people can see me, but we get to work an hour before so we can prep everything and get started. So obviously I'm constantly exposed. In the sense people keep asking me questions, or they like say stuff like they want to buy stuff, but I haven't opened yet. And usually I try to make it clear, like I have my headphones on, like big headphones. Like if you work in a store, you don't have headphones as you're working. So that would be a clear indication.
No, exactly.
The lights are not on. I have headphones on. I don't want to talk to you, but people still want to. But like I had this dude the other day, literally, he's like, oh, he said something. And I was like, yeah, excuse me? And he's like, oh, do you have coffee? And I was like, yeah, we sell coffee, but I haven't opened yet. I open at 10 o'clock. And he's like, looked at me dead in the eyes, like, why are you so angry? And I was like,
that's my doing, bitch. Should have turned around and said, talk to my husband.
That's because I have to open in a couple of minutes, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
You met my husband, bitch.
I'm not ready to smile yet.
No, basically. But even then, it's like, I had one lady one time that asked me, I got so pissed. So we had a few people, and we had a little line. So my coworker was helping one person, and I decided to start helping the next person afterwards. So I was like, oh, what would you like to order? And she was like, oh, I want an ice cream. So I made the ice cream. And I was like, oh, if you just wait, and then you can pay. So I made the ice cream, and then she could pay. So I pressed the card thing because she wanted to pay with card. And she puts in the card, and she's like, oh, what should I do now? Like, in the sense, like, oh, should I put in my PIN or something? And I just said to her, whatever it says on the machine, you're supposed to do. Because I'm not, like, looking at the machine looking at the machine dead on.
This is what happens when people run away from their carers.
But the thing, but this wasn't like an older, like she was, what, 55?
I don't know. Why you ask? I haven't seen her.
Well, I'm telling you, she was around 55. Like, and I just said, oh, whatever it says on the machine, you're supposed to do. And she just looked at me and she's like, are you tired? And I was like,
she was so angry when Ali came over. She was so angry this day. It
gets much worse. And I was like, I just didn't even want to reply. So I just look at her and she's like, oh, no, maybe you're pregnant. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And I said to her, yeah, I'm super
Christ.
pregnant. And she's like, yeah, maybe you should think about like how you act towards your customers. And then she just took the ice cream and left, like finished paying and left. And I just like, me and my coworker, like my boss, we were just looking at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay. I'm gonna lightly touch on this.
Mm-hmm.
My wife works in retail too. I get that. I've done 6 years as an independent worker in retail in a fucking video store. Like, you get all the drunks and the worst people that can't afford Netflix.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's shit. It's a shit job. Like, I want you. I don't care if you go to buy some eggs. I don't care if you go to buy a bottle of milk. One, don't ask dumb questions in retail. If you can't find the milk, look fucking harder.
Don't get me started.
That's
on
one.
This.
Yeah, I'm quickly just gotta run it through the things. If you're talking to a person in retail and they're having a shit day, let them have their shit day. They get underpaid. They get yelled at a lot. They, like, for the meagerest fucking small mistakes they make, they've been treated horrible. Retail is not a fucking fun job, so...
But in my opinion, every person should work a retail job at least for 6 months of their life before you're allowed to enter life. So you know how it fucking feels to stand there.
Yeah, we just need to stop self-entitled middle-aged women from coming in who are wealthy.
Everyone. It's fucking everyone.
Think it's your fault that all the bread got sold. It's like, what am I, a fucking fortune teller? Did I know you were coming in at precisely this time and wanted this product?
But people, I just don't get, like, if you go somewhere, if you have nothing nice to say, just don't fucking say anything at all. Be polite
shut the fuck up.
If the person is rude to you, what you can always do is just fucking send an email into their boss. You can fuck them harder that way than fucking standing there having an argument. You're not gonna win if the person's having a shit day.
But I don't think they should even do that. Like, I've worked in retail, like sending an email to the boss, like, don't even do that.
No, but I'm saying,
let them have a bad day.
But I'm saying if they're super rude,
to,
like, of course, but don't stand there and argue. But even like just people commenting in general for everything. Like the other day, I did some makeup because like I like to do a lot of makeup every day. But I had like a super neon pink eye on. It was quite a lot.
Oh yeah, the one that make you look cross-eyed.
No, not that one.
Okay,
that was later because I put the massive lashes on and the white liner and the waterline. That's what happened. No, but this was this was like 3 weeks ago. And I had a guy come in, like an office guy. And he comes in every day. And he just looked at me and he's like, is that an Halloween makeup in December? He asked. And I was like, no, it's just makeup. And he's like, oh, it's just a lot. And I was like, yeah. And I just wanted to tell him, like, obviously I didn't say it because I was just like, yeah, we all can't be fucking boring, like, fucking office rats like you. Just fucking get out of my fucking face, you dumb little cunt. Just eat your fucking ice cream and go shit yourself later.
The big picture here.
What? I ain't getting angry.
When you're having a day like this and you're angry, just still don't take pictures of yourself and put it on your profile at fishforhose.com. And then you won't get these weirdos telling you look angry.
Fishing for a divorce, right there. Fishing for a divorce.
Okay, let's get back to your story because now we backtrack like completely. Yeah. But just in general, like if you don't have nothing nice to say,
so basically, when you go to a store, when you go to a store, just be nice. Like, smile at them. They could use it. They get enough shit as is. That's basically it. So, anyway, back to the app. So at this point, 3 days in, I'm fucked. I'm getting 40 to 50 messages a day of guys that, like, they don't even hide that. Are you hanging your dick out? Because
No.
I just see you do a movement, and then I see Ali
my hips
start to
underneath
smile.
the camera, so you couldn't see
okay.
it. You know,
Well,
because you
that
said you were
just-
getting fucked. So I was like,
Well, that's the downside to cameraing or to filming when we're recording, I guess.
sorry.
Well, anyway, so we're 3 days in. I'm getting 40 to 50 messages a day. I'm losing my fucking mind at the moment because, like, I've never had this. Like, even when I didn't even have that much profiles online. I had, like, Facebook. I tried, what's the name again of the one where you swipe left and swipe
Tinder.
right?
Tinder.
Grinder for you,
Tinder,
maybe.
yeah, that one. Yeah, so I had that app for like a good couple of 2 months where I was inactive and not dating at all. Before I started dating Vicky. I never did the online dating thing, so this was my
Me
first
neither.
genuine experience with a social app at any kind besides Facebook, like, and Instagram and shit. So yeah, I started replying to these people very friendly and very nicely, like female like, but not like enticing them to, you know. I cannot tell you how many penises I've seen in 2 weeks.
You should have just sent yours back
It's
and just then like blocked them.
well, you got a good one, but mine's bigger. No, seriously, like they thought, well, she replies, this is the time to show them my penis. That's my second problem with the way guys treat women online these days. Get your dick pic game fucking straight.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, Ali, or am I right?
Yeah.
We talked about this, Cherry.
We
you
did.
don't fucking get to laugh at this.
Yeah, but I don't send dick pics to people other than you.
Yeah, no, you don't send dick pics to people, but like there was an occasion in the last 2 weeks where I may or may not have seen a small amount of dickage coming from coming from Alex.
I will neither confirm nor deny these accusations.
Was this when you cut yourself?
Potentially.
Okay.
Yeah. And Alex proceeded on sending me a very, very unattractive penis picture of somebody else, I hope. God, I hope for you, Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it was the smegma dick.
It's
That's
just
right.
that there's cheese, is all I'm going to say.
Cottage cheese everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I was talking to Cherry about this, and Cherry doesn't understand because he's straight, you know, he's just not a gay bone in his body. Like a good dick pic for me is important as well. Like it's you know, it's something you present to people. It's fucking like, it's your dick. They're gonna be riding it, so why not make it look rideable, you know? Let the fucking balls sag a little bit is what I'm saying. Just don't stand in the freezing cold for an hour and then just open up your boxers and take a picture of that. It's fucking bull. Stand by the fucking stove for fucking 25 minutes.
Fry those balls.
Pull
up.
it out, lay it on your belly so they see it's actually reaching the belly button, so it's fucking big enough to make you feel something, and then fucking let the ball sag a little bit and fucking take the picture then.
That's your number one takeaway.
Don't fucking send me these shriveled up fucking dicklets. I don't know what they were.
So you're
But
saying
that's why they're on the app to begin with.
But I like, why? Why? If you're not that attractive down there, then show me a beautiful smile. I'm an attractive lady. You're going to show me the worst fucking feature of your
they're
body?
incels.
And
they,
hope that
they
I'll
don't
say-
look good at all in any way, shape, or form.
I will disagree with you on that. There were a fair amount of attractive young guys on there that just like
They were
what's that?
actually
Dick pic
using
got
someone
sent. I was
else's
like,
picture.
well, I'm not even.
that were doing the same thing you were doing and using someone else's picture.
That's
I don't know.
Possibly true.
That could be true. I don't think.
Nah, if they were an incel, they would have had like Adolf Hitler
I never
or
looked at
Joseph
it
Stalin
that way. If I could have gotten like catfished back, I think like as far as guys go, I don't think there's a lot of people that catfish with guys' pictures unless it's like Instagram models and shit like that.
You'll be surprised how many guys actually do that. Yeah.
Seriously?
What I've heard.
Okay, well, that
it's
is
like
possible.
The weird guys
like,
that always play video games as a chick.
I was actually talking sort of similar thing the other day with my boss, because my boss is currently trying to find a man that she can settle down with, and obviously she's
fishforhoes.com.
Yeah, she's on his side, and she's on Tinder, and
all right,
like she gets so tired that guys can't take actual good pictures of themselves. And because she was like, I swiped left or whatever way it's like to say no. But then she sees them walking down the street and she's like, that guy was actually really attractive, but he doesn't know how to take a picture for shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But remember what Tinder is?
Like, take the effort.
Just to spread STDs. No, it's not really a serious dating app. It's like, I want to fuck you and then dump you. And I'm going to say the most horrible one-liner possible that involves your name or something on the intro.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of those 90% as well.
of it is just want to quick fuck and then see you later.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Even with this app that I used, which has nothing to do with dating, this is just what happens. They use one-liners to hook you in. You get a conversation going. The times people told me, I don't get why. Hey, so there's no possibility of me meeting them. They're from Afghanistan. I'm listed as in Belgium or France or whatever.
That's your first problem.
Like I'm in a totally they cannot date me whatsoever. There's no chance of them meeting me. They just see the picture of the female, like that's it. So I cannot tell you how many times I got sent the question, do you want to play truth or dare? Just to get some fucking nudes.
You should have just sent a dick pic back to them.
No, it's absolutely fucking true. I'm talking like from the 40 messages to 50 messages I got a day, 10 to 15 wanted to play truth or dare. It's fucking disgusting. It's unbelievable. Like, guys, you need to get, like, if you're on this social fucking rampage where you just, when you hang out with people online, like, make it fun. It should be like a fun thing you do because it's the idea of the app, It's don't fucking Anyway, okay. So, to sum it up a little bit, be original in the content you send women. Like, they don't want to hear the same bullshit everybody. And if you think like, I've sent this to 40 or 50 different women, then 9 chances out of 10 they already had 30 other guys like telling them the same thing. So like just fucking, I don't know, like be original in what you send women. Just have a normal conversation that's fun and witty.
But it also completely depends on what type of person you're talking to, because sometimes you're just gonna have dicks that just want to fuck around.
Okay, well then
but then welcome to the world of the female. Like we just have to put up with it sometimes.
Yeah, but what's so bad about being a dick that just wants to fuck around and look good doing it? Have a little class in your game is what I'm saying.
Because they don't care. Because you guys don't care.
Yeah, but that's the problem. When you don't care, you like lower your chances, right?
Yeah, but they're not interested. Like, why would a guy from Afghanistan talk to a person in France? For either the reason
to get nudes,
there
but
are
like
only two reasons. Either they're actually trying to find someone to get out of there so they can marry someone, maybe, or just to get nudes and to pass their time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I don't think it's a bad thing sending each other's nudes. I don't mind that at all. I'm just saying, be original about it. So it's fun for the person you're talking to.
But you have to also think that most of the people are not that smart, Andy. They don't.
That's why I'm teaching them that, Ali.
I know, but
they need to learn.
I just want to...
They're going to listen to this episode. They're going to step up their fucking game. And they're going to be better. That's what's gonna happen after this. That's the whole idea of this show. Number 2, I want people to actually take dick. I don't go to a photographer and let them take fucking dick pics. I don't give a shit. But step that game up. If your dick does not look good, look for the fucking good lighting. Look for a night, like put a fucking flower vase behind you and fucking take a dick pic.
Let's face it, most genitals don't look good, male or female. 98% of human beings. I mean, it's like some are like okay, some are disgusting. There's only very few that are like, that's a nice dick or that's a nice pussy.
I've received dick pics in my days, and I can never say really that.
Except for mine.
Like, even sometimes when you would send me dick pics, it's not that I would say, like, oh, that's a good dick. Like, no, it's just a fucking dick on a picture. It's like, what am I supposed to do with it?
You're like,
yeah, I get that. But do you get what I'm saying when I'm saying, like, stand
I get it,
half
absolutely.
an hour in the cold and take a dick picture? Yeah, so they... make that shit look presentable. If you're gonna send it, then at least make it attractive for the person to look at.
Paint it green and make a little Baby Yoda costume to put on it. Like, at least make it
fucking funny.
Yeah, or funny.
There you go. You know. Yeah, make her laugh.
Exactly.
But, like, do that shit yourself. Don't find that online. Do it yourself. Go through the effort of getting green paint.
Yeah, be artistic.
Putting it on your dick.
Smash avocado all over your penis and then like put some Yoda ears on it.
But that's the thing I'm saying. I could appreciate a dick pic like that. If somebody sent me that dick pic, I would talk to that person.
If someone sent me that dick pic, I'm not even interested in it, but I would talk to that person. Like, at least you got a sense of humor.
Yeah, there you go. And number 3, when you're talking to a person, just fucking like keep the feel the conversation, dude. Like, if somebody is not interested in you, just tell them, like, okay, well, it's fun conversation. That's it. Don't be sarcastic about somebody leaving. Don't be mean if they don't respond the way you want them to. Like, just don't be fucking dicks online, man. Like, fuck's sake. And as far as women go, stop being passive.
Yeah, fight fire with fire.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, be a cunt back.
Yeah. Be, like, if they're, like, be fun, be open. Like, don't just be waiting for that guy to be funny. Entice them to be that. And you'll then have that in that person. Because sometimes we get stuck in the rut of being normal. And I think that's a fucking shame. We should try to be more extrovert. And we should try to be more fun. And when you're hanging out with a brand new stranger that you met online, you know, just have a fun conversation and not the usual shit you always get. That is basically it. So the last thing I wanted to do, I don't know how much time we have left. 94 minutes. All right, we still got a couple of minutes.
It's gone dyslexic because it's 49. And with the magic of editing, it will be even less. Probably. Look at him just smoking a fat cigar there.
I have the app right now open on my phone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my sound on right now.
All right.
I have a way on this app to send 50 messages at once. Mm-hmm. Right? So I had to save up a little bit. Like, it takes time to get to that thing. It took me 2 weeks to get there. For a guy, it would take about 4 to 5 weeks, I think. But because I got all those messages and all that interaction, I was able to get it quite faster. Level. So women, you know, it sucks being treated like this. I get it. But still, you get something out of it. So don't worry. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use my 50 messages. I saved them just for this occasion, by the way. I wanted to try this earlier just to see the effects. But I'm so confident that I'm going to be overwhelmed with sounds and bleeps and bloops to just prove my point. Oh, well, there's a message. To prove my point that I didn't even test this before. My phone is going to blow up in a few seconds. So we're going to make a normal fucking message together right now.
All right.
I'm going to send it to 50 people, and we're going to listen to my phone go off. God, I hope this works. All right, so what should we put down? Should we make it flirty?
No, I would do something like, hey, I'm bored. What should I watch?
Hey.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Are you down with that,
Yeah,
Alex?
Like something very generic. They might go pornography. They could say like something good like The Witcher TV series or The Mandalorian. Or they could go completely abstract.
Hey, I'm bored. What should...
Or they will say, watch me show you my dick pic.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like 40%.
Watch
pic
this
inbound
and then immediately get
in
a
like
dick
5
pic.
seconds.
All right. Hey, I'm bored. What should I watch? Period. Like, there's nothing more to that message than that.
Let's see what happens.
And 3, 2, 1. And it's gone.
You have your sound on?
Oh, wait. No. Wait, hold on. Just a second. Let me check if it actually got
This is what happens when boomers try to use technology, folks.
Shut the fucking... Ugh. Shut it. Wait, why are you doing that? This is gonna be an edit. I can sell.
Did you even send the message?
Oh, no. Okay, I did not know that. I can only send that amount of messages at a certain time. Okay, well, fuck that
Otherwise
shit.
you have to like do a microtransaction.
Ah, that's too bad. That is too bad. I thought like I could get my phone to blow up like while we're recording. That would have been great. Well. Fucking too bad. Well, yeah. Well.
But try it yourself at home, ladies. Or gentlemen, if you want to catfish, I guess. Imagine if, plot twist, all the ladies on that side are men and all the men and profiles are actually women. Like they're trying to get revenge on guys that are catfishing. Or something.
Oh, I have like...
That would be a strange world.
Definitely. Yeah. Do you think I got catfished?
Nah, I doubt it.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure guys are just genuinely that fucking creepy.
There's one thing that I know.
I mean, I know that for a fact, as I am one.
Well,
So yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, there's a
good old.
I can't see it.
I told you guys, I'm not even joking about it.
Just got it.
As we're recording, well, I didn't get to blow up my phone, but at least I got a dick pic while recording.
You just showed us on the camera. We have Skype going.
Show it again. Didn't see it.
It looks like a dildo.
Look, where are the fucking balls? There's no balls.
Barely
It's
see
just
it.
dick
Put it
and
more
a
in the
head.
center.
Like,
Looks like a dildo from. Is it a real penis or is it a dildo?
That's a circumcised penis.
Oh, that's a real. Look at those veins.
That's a big old dick. Well, to give him a little credit, he does have a big dick, but no balls, like no body. For all I know, he's a fat, ugly fuck. So I'm not gonna reply to this guy like fuck.
No, you should be like, hey,
I'm done. I'm off the app. This is done for me. I'm done with this.
You should have been like, hey, you've seen the business
over.
on the head. You want to see the party down the bottom? And then send him like just your balls hanging out in your basement there, just and then just delete him.
Yeah, that would have been good. Well, on that lovely note. Yeah, just dudes, like, come on, step up your game. That's all I wanted to make notice. Like, and don't like overact around women. I could even go further and say I don't think it's racist to say, because this is an actual experience that I've had now, and I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable by me saying that, but this is actually my experience. Indian guys need to fucking back the fuck off at women because
it makes some sense. Just watch a few like YouTube pages or Instagram things. But to be fair, there's also a large population in India, so they're very much overrepresented.
Yeah. What I found is Indian guys were very pushy at shit and hardly spoke any English. Were very interested in Bob and Vagin. For some reason. I don't know who those two are, but
that's the classic. They probably weren't even real guys from India. They were just trolls.
No. You can see where the people are from because it actually only uses your location to. So yeah, Indian guys are very pushy. I've noticed that Muslim guys are pretty nice, but when it comes down to when the conversation is starting to run, they get sort of pushy towards the Indian characters as well. Like they suddenly start pressing for pictures. And it seems like once that idea pops in their head, like, oh, I can ask her that, then all hell breaks loose. Actually, my best experiences, I'd have to say, are either with European people, close to my borders, like France. Germany was very nice. Belgium was actually fun conversations. I don't know if it's because I live here and I got a more feeling for these people.
Probably. And maybe it was more serious because they could actually meet you.
Spain. I had 3 or 4 conversations going with people from Spain. Very nice gentlemen. Would send them a vagina pic if I had one. Swear to God, not even kidding. Italy as well, very romantic people, very fun to talk to. Like those guys
so
have their shit okay.
It's not even fun.
No, that actually surprises me.
I'm not being stereotypical at all. I'm talking from my own experience. And I feel like America is
too many rednecks.
America was kind of a surprise. America was kind of a surprise for me. The rednecks were fucking fine. They were fun to talk to. They were nice, gentleman-like. Like, they were good people. I thought, like, the biggest dick pics and shit would have come from America. Actually, it was not. They were very chilled and relaxed people when it came to texting and shit like that. So, thank you, America.
Said no one ever.
Make dick pics great again.
It's a nice demographic breakdown.
No, I'm not saying this in general. This is just my experience with them so far. So yeah,
it probably aligns a lot with cultural values, there you go. Mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Your findings, I would say.
True, I guess.
I can't believe you did that for 2 whole weeks. I think I would have given up after like an hour.
I can't believe it myself. It was fucking horrible. Tonight that app is gonna fucking fly off my phone, and I'm gonna be so fucking better.
But you're gonna save the dick pics, aren't you?
Absolutely gonna jack off to them. So every straight guy that sent me a dick pic, thank you for all the jizz you're gonna have me create. I'll be jizzing on my phone to your picture every day from now on, and that's your fault for sending them. This has been the Rat Random Podcast.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm gonna do a quick Goodest Boy segment real quick before we close off. I think the Goodest Boy segment this week goes to what was his name, Ali? Hopper? Goodest Boy segment this week goes to
be fair,
Hopper.
She was a bitch for
Hopper,
most of
buddy.
her life, but
no, she wasn't.
She was.
Listen,
was a bitch.
Hops, well, even though you might have been a bitch on some occasions, you were a good little rat, and we will all miss you. Rest in peace.
I hope you meet Master Splinter in rat heaven or hell, wherever you ended up.
There you go. Is it that difficult to say something nice about the Hopper, Alex?
I mean, this rat would constantly bite you, like your feet and stuff.
Shut the fuck up and be nice about
and
Hopper.
Attack the other rat, the fat, nice one.
But she would be cheeky and bite you. Like, most of the time, she didn't do it to be mean. She just did it to be cheeky. She would walk up to you and
look, all I'm saying is the nicer one is still alive, thank God. Like, if one had to go, the one that should have gone went.
Yeah, but both of them are the goodest.
He's dead, Alex. Say something nice.
I don't believe in that. If you didn't like someone in life, you should never say nice things about him in death either. Just because they die doesn't change shit. It's like saying Hitler was a good guy just because he's dead. Like, you know.
I guess that's a better way to close off the podcast this week.
Absolute dick, Alex. You know that.
I'm just being realistic here.
Yeah. Well, anyway, from my side, Hopper, buddy, rest in peace. I hope you're okay there and you have a good little afterlife.
I think she will. And now Batman's crying.
No.
Poor little Batman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ali. Okay. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining us this week, for having a little listen to our podcast, and we hope to hear and see you again next week. Join us for future episodes where we're gonna talk about basically every subject that we possibly want and can. And hit us up on all the social media that we got running. We got Instagram, we got Twitter. Do you have the Twitter names?
It's Random Podcast 4.
At
the number 4.
Yeah, at Random Podcast 4.
Don't ask about the number 4. We'll get that changed one day.
And for the Instagram page, it's at at.random.podcast. Send us all your good deeds and all that you've done good.
No dick pics
this week and like in the past. Oh yeah, send us dick pics.
I said
if
no.
it's a good one. If you got your dick game, dick pic game on point, send them to
Andy's
Alex.
advice, and you can show before and after, where before you had no lighting, poor size, couldn't reach your belly button, and then you have an after where you're using his advice.
DM them to us. I swear to God, DM them. I'll fucking rate them for you.
He'll give you like the IMDb of dicks.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.